Good morning, Reapers. We ended up sleeping for a whole lot of time. And now we've got leftover pizza and calamari. I still gotta record, edit, and upload my comments video because as I'm recording this vlog anyways, it's Monday. We just decided to go to bed and I'm just going to get it uploaded whenever I get it done. What a wonderful backlight. All right, everybody. So I ended up doing the comments video and then ended up shaving and getting everything all beautiful. Whoops, I feel a lot better. Put on some sunscreen because we are going to go on an adventure. That's right, I almost forgot. I better show you guys this for some context. So I gotta get myself a new microphone. So the mic that I'm looking at is going to be this one right here. The Rode NT1 large diaphragm corduroy microphone condenser, blah, blah, blah. It's a microphone, it's kind of pretty. That's the one that you've seen many other big YouTubers use, despite the fact that all of the, it's funny, whenever you look online of what microphone does this YouTuber use, generally speaking, it's always just random people posting about it, and they're always wrong. Like the technical stuff that these YouTubers are using is nowhere near what these outdated posts are talking about. And it's like, oh, this is a 2018 post, this is the mic that Markiplier is using, and it's like, no, it's not. So anyways, I just ended up looking up that mic randomly. Maybe it's a mic that one of the other YouTubers is using, but honestly speaking, that's not why I'm getting it. I'm most of all gonna be getting it because I know for a fact that this is a good microphone. While there is still the Shure SM7B or SM7B, I think is the other commentary microphone that I would like to go for, it's a bit more expensive than I care to pay for, and for the most part, again, it's got to do with this. This is my preamp. This is what makes my voice sound good, and none of the microphones that I've ever ended up testing have been able to even survive under the power of that monster. But the SMB7 Shure mic, unfortunately, wouldn't really work on my boom arm. Like it kind of would, but it kind of wouldn't. So anyways, we're gonna be going and doing all that stuff. We can't take jubbers with us, unfortunately. And I'm noticing just before we left, it's perfect timing too, I gotta change the battery. Where's my camera muff? We were just having this discussion, trying to figure out where it could actually be. Because you guys probably all just hear. So anyways, we're a couple blocks into our adventure. We still got quite a ways to go. It's like 2 hours away. Not really though. And Mariko keeps asking me when I'm getting more tattoos, which I thought I'd give you guys the same answer. When I get paid, and then on top of that, I gotta figure out what I wanna do next, because seriously, that guy took way too long trying to figure out how to tattoo this part of my hand. So I don't know whether I'm comfortable trying to get him to finish the rest of my arm. We took a break to get a feast. Also, did you guys notice merge and homa? I'm saying them wrong on purpose. But Mariko got donuts and stuff. I got a blueberry muffin, which is like my favorite, and then we're trying out the French onion soup and stuff. Delicious as well as deadly. We're sitting here in the music store, going through all of the microphones. Found the NT1A and then the normal NT1. We're trying to look up what's the difference between the two other than the price. So I didn't go for the, what was it? The NT1. Instead I went for the Shure thing, which is the Shure SM7B. The reason why I have such a hard time deciding which mic to get is because I've tried countless microphones and none of them work with my preamp. But the Shure SM7B is a professional commentary mic that's been used in radio for years, so I'm confident in the way that it's going to end up working for my specific setup. I've also tried it in the past, and it is an amazing microphone. However, I had to get some assembly required and get a cloud lifter is what it's called. And what that does is it boosts up the mic's audio without bringing up and normalizing the background. It's kind of weird technical thing to explain that I don't even fully understand, but needless to say, it's pretty much required because the SM7B is naturally a very quiet microphone. What do you have to say about that?
About that?
We found them. We finally found them.
Yes.
Look, we got them. We got them now. Them all cleaning themselves like idiots. Little do they know that I'm watching them have a bath. Stupid birds. Don't let them notice us or they're gonna come over here begging for food. Why are you silent? This is such an evil angle. With you laughing like that too. This is the first time, my gosh, it's bright. Whoa. First time Mariko's been on this beautiful bridge.
Beautiful bridge.
Yes.
I didn't even know it.
Little did any of those people know that they're gonna be in a video of thousands of people watching them and judging them, because I'll edit like them to look stupid. Not really, I know there's only like 500 of you. Hello, Jub.
Hello, Jab Jab.
I haven't taken her if you want to take this time. I don't know.
Well, we'll be taking her around out back and
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
We're back now, and we gotta record
Munchpak.
and Baksu and
Oh, yeah.
another thing. And then the plan is we gotta wash Jub, because she's been going crazy with the fleas. And then we were going to take her somewhere, but I think we're just gonna run her around in the yard while we make the steak and stuff. Well, it's like an hour or two later, we ended up recording tons of unboxing videos. We had like, again, we had like all of these bad boys that we had to do. We had Aki Bento, we had Baksu, we had Munchpak. We ended up recording all of those. They actually turned out pretty funny. And then I just ended up recording an unboxing / kind of review for my microphone here. You can check out that video. It's most likely going to end up coming out before this vlog, but who knows, honestly. I just kind of have these videos come out when they come out. Really happy with this microphone though. I'm glad I went for the SM7B instead of the N1T or NT1 or whatever, because that one just generally, I'm sure I would have ran into problems. With this microphone, I know that it's a powerful microphone. I know it's going to be able to work for my purposes, and I'm glad I was able to set it up in such a way that I could actually make it work with my preamp. And this cloud lift thing is kind of weird, but well, again, that'll all be in the separate video because this is a vlog. So I just wanted to say that it just sounds a whole lot better. Mariko is sending her fingers through a time portal. They're going to the future. If the camera would ever focus. Ooh, that's cool. What's that on your pinky? It's just a ball. Is that what the dog's playing with? Same as the shirt. Oh, it's gonna be Magagi?
Magagi?
Lisa. Mariko doesn't know The Simpsons, which is fine because it's kind of like a North American culture thing. Am I making us our food? Am I starting that now? I guess not yet, because then because you gotta make all of the asparagus and veggies and stuff that we ended up getting. But oh man, I'm really excited for that steak, dude. I need to clean up though because I made a mess. It's happening. The same as all the other nights. I'm starting to get tired and grumpers. So now we're gonna make the food, and I'm gonna force my way through this tiredness because I gotta work. You're not even in the shot. Hello.
This is your new mic.
Hello, everybody. Do I sound veggie?
No. Start.
Okay, so here's how you make delicious steak on Scythe Play's cooking version. You put a lot of the butt on the butt, and it's done. Do I look cool?
Yeah. Yes, you look cool.
No, I don't. So you put butter on the side that's gonna go on the rack. Nothing's there! And now we pretty much just wait for a very long time. Ta-da!
Ooh, whoa. What's happening? What's happening here?
What?
What is this?
I'm just doing that for fun. Told you we didn't have enough of this stuff. We might just barely have enough. But I like my steak salsa. See, then you spread it around. And you're done. And I always try to cover the whole thing, because you're gonna lose a lot of the salt when you end up flipping the meat. Look at her head follow me like she's tracking it.
Sneak, sneak, sneak.
Oh, you want to see her sneak? Okay, hey. Good girl. That's her sneak. It's a sneak technique.
Sneak technique.
See, so now the meat is all flipped over, and the reason it kind of burnt so quickly is just because that's the one side that had all the butter. So now I butter these sides up, and we put the steak sauce and the salt on this, and then I flip it like maybe 2 more times, just adding more sauce and stuff each time. We only need to add butter like 1 or 2 more times, but the sauce you can keep adding forever.
You're putting on too much stuff. You're putting on too much.
That's what someone's gonna scream in the comments, but they're wrong. This is how you make the best noquela steak in the world. And what are you doing?
I'm cooking veggies.
Veggies. We also have this, what we call fake champagne. It's just like carbonated delicious. It's the closest I can get to soda pop anymore, so just let me have it, okay? See, the way you have to pour is like this, and only a little bit, and then you...
We're dying. We're dying. Oh, I'm free now. Thank you for freeing me.
Ta-da! Ooh. Pro tip if you're an aspiring chef, of which I'm not, it's just I considered doing cookery in the past, is you're going to want to cook the food for what everybody else likes. So for example, Mariko and I like our steaks like super duper medium rare. My mom likes them well done. So we gotta leave hers on for a lot longer. I gotta check my steak. Bobo's celebrating. Look, he's dancing. He's dancing. Oh, he's done. Pretty much all I gotta do with the steak is flip it once or twice over and put a little bit more sauce. I don't want to drench it too much, and then that's it. This one, Mariko's and mine, is done. This one still needs to cook for a little longer. Yes! And would you believe, this steak right here, $8. That's why we keep having it. $8. And it's delicious. Seriously. Blum, blum. Blum, blum, blum. Also, the steak sesame sauce is the best, and this we ended up getting out of an Aki bento box and decided to just throw it with the rest. Otherwise, man alive. Oh, and then we've got some seaweed, which is Korean seaweed, Mariko says. Apparently it's better than Japanese. Yet another night where I'm exhausted. So pretty much since the last clip, everybody, we finished our food. It was delicious, and then we kind of watched a movie. Most of all, just fell asleep on the couch. Then I woke up, did my Trove Shadow Towers, and then I ended up doing some uploading. And now, otherwise, Mariko is just finishing up her Simpsons nails, and we're gonna be going to bed. Good afternoon? So I've been up since 8 in the morning, but it is like 12:30 right now, guys. Well, never mind, it's 2 o'clock. Yikes, time is certainly passing quick. And I have eaten mushroom soup today, that's pretty much it. But I'm super duper hungry because I already recorded 4 Pixark episodes. And, whew. That game is rage-inducing, man. Like, it's been a long time since I played a game that was designed so poorly in certain aspects. I still enjoy the game, but there's definitely moments where it just feels like it's a broken mess. I'm gonna make myself some food, and what I'm making is tacos. Yes, this is one of my favorite foods. So we got some canned mushrooms from a couple days ago. I grated up some cheese, we got some lettuce, we got some green onions, which, maybe those won't work, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Tomatoes, the tortilla itself, and then otherwise I'm cooking up the hamburger, which, once again, this camera makes most food look delicious. It makes all of this look good, But this, not so much. Chub, cloud, bo. So what I gotta do for this stuff right here is pretty much just keep breaking it into tiny little chunks and making sure that all of the pink and all of the redness is gone. You want it to be nice and brown because I'm a cooking channel, so this is a cooking tutorial by Scythe for Scythe. Scythe cooks, right? Also, I grew my mustache in just for no reason. But yeah, waiting for it to be done. Then you gotta drain all the grease into the sink. Well, I don't know if that's a good idea, but that's what I do. And then I gotta mix in the taco stuff, which is like a taco mix, as well as some water. And then you gotta bring that to a boil and just let it cook for a while, and then the most delicious food in the world is done. Now that we've added the water, it looks like the swampland from Lord of the Rings. Now with everything going on, it's supposed to be my leg day today, but I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do that because I have to have, like I'm fully caught up on all of my recording, which means that I have to record Trove today. I already recorded Pixark, but then I also have to have all of those edited and ready for tomorrow. So yeah, gonna be kind of a little bit of a rush, but shouldn't be nearly as bad as it was when I was running like so many games on the channel, right? I guess I'm not really a cooking expert because it's still a bit more watery than it should be. But the hamburger's all done and everything's all good, so here we go, and it's delicious.
The most beautiful thing you can experience is the mysterious. It is the source of all true art and science.
I don't even know what happened. Where'd the rest of the day go? Like, seriously. So, since my last clip, let me see if I can recall everything that I ended up doing. So, I was sleeping on the couch, or at least I rested on the couch. I was kind of watching that Lemony Snicket's on Netflix, which is surprisingly good. It's pretty much the exact same as the movie with Jim Carrey from years ago, but split into a TV series for some weird reason. I don't know if you want to see that, but dragged out. Sure, it's cool. Then I got a call from my brother, and I started recording some Trove videos, so I'm a little bit caught up. And then Mariko and I were hanging out. We took Jub for a long walk. She was messing around in the field and stuff like that. Didn't take the camera well, I did take the camera, but I didn't record that because by then it was already like 6 or 7 and it was getting super duper dark. And pretty much as soon as we got back, we went to change into our PJs and fell asleep. And now it was like 2:30 in the morning. And we kind of woke up, you know, Mariko's back in bed, but I had to get these videos ready for today, which is just getting a couple Trove videos, uploading a vlog, and right now I'm just waiting for this Pixark video to render out, and then I gotta upload that. It is 3:30 in the morning now, so I should be able to get all this done before 4, and then just join her in bed, so that's probably most likely what I'm going to do. I guess I should have also mentioned that this was the first day that I started recording with my new microphone, which it ended up going over quite well. For the most part, I was rush recording a bunch of stuff, so I only really got to see or listen to the microphone after I ended up editing them right now, and generally speaking the mic does actually sound a lot better, but I do have to tweak my settings a little bit because I am noticing that it's clipping a lot, just usually like when I'm yelling and stuff like that, which it doesn't really clip for anything else, but it makes sense because I ended up bringing up my volume a lot. I think I mentioned this in the last vlog video, but maybe I actually mentioned it in the unboxing video of the mic. I tried to bring up most of the volumes of the mic so that I didn't have to bring it up so much in editing, but that seems to have had a few consequences. Anyways, the Pixark video is finished rendering, so I'm gonna get to uploading all that stuff. I think for once today, we're just going to end the vlog here. I know that it was most likely a really, really short day, but it gets really difficult for me to kind of keep track and also keep a certain theme for these vlog videos when I'm splicing so many different days together, which most of all the reason that I'm doing that, guys, is so that I can have these vlog videos actually all catch up. Not to mention, I know you're probably getting exhausted of just seeing me do the same old video over and over where it's like, oh, we're sitting at home and I'm working, no surprise there. I know I gotta get more on the ball with the vlogs and actually start making more clips that I did when I was first making the vlog videos and getting like, you know, I was like really excited about making the vlogs, whereas now it's not that I'm not excited or anything, but now I'm kind of just making the vlogs for the sake of making the vlogs and just kind of giving quick little, here's what I did, here's what's going on, rather than trying to record it, because trying to record it doesn't always happen for me just because I'm in the middle of stuff and it's I don't know, it's a difficult adjustment for me to actually remember to pull out the camera and look at me like eating some food instead of I'm hungry and I just want to eat the food, you know what I mean? So if you guys don't know YouTube stuff, you can actually schedule uploads. That's what I always do. That's how I can end up staying in bed and stuff like that and have these videos come out consistently. YouTube recently, well, I mean, this vlog is gonna be a little irrelevant, but for some reason they added like 15-minute intervals for uploads. I don't know what channel in their right mind would need something like that, but I guess it's good just because more options equals better, right? For me though, it makes it slightly take a little bit longer for me to actually upload stuff just because now I have to select, you know, I gotta scroll down to select 9 o'clock now because otherwise they've got like such early time intervals at 15 minutes, like it's weird. Come on, it says it's gonna take 15 minutes, but I'm sure it's gonna be processing like crazy. This will just be a good little perspective for you guys to show you how far ahead these vlogs are compared to the rest of the videos. Not that I'm complaining, I'm fully accepting the fact that these vlogs are going to end up being ahead of everything else. Good morning, Reapers. My name's Scythe, if you didn't already know. I mean, why else would you be watching these vlogs if you didn't know who I was, you freak? You freak! Jub Joe's back in her vest. Jub Joe's back in her vest. Because I still haven't washed her even though she's got fleas, but Jub Joe's back in her vest. So we got, check it. We got Pizza Pops, McCain, bam, bam. That was the commercial when I was a kid. I'm talking to you.
Oh.
And then otherwise we still do have leftover of the taco stuff, which was actually quite delicious. Like seriously, it was really good. Also, try tacos with green onions because green onions make everything better. And yup, Mariko's got the gym today with one of her friends. And otherwise, I've just got to work. I also have the gym as well, but am I gonna get to it? Hopefully, and then I can hopefully I can get a tan in as well, which might be one of the many reasons why I've been so actually like exhausted. But who knows and who cares, because I don't want to be a ghost anymore.
Ghost?
I'm a ghost. I'm haunting this house with how white I am. Sometimes Marika wakes up in the middle of the night screaming because she thinks there's a ghost next to her, but it's just me. I'm so white you can see me in the dark. What?
That's lie.
We just discovered another weird secret of how compatible we both are for each other. So there's lots of little things like this. But with Pizza Pops, I don't really like the insides. I like the bready outsides. So usually what I'll do is I'll squeeze all the meat out and then I eat the bread. And Mariko just said how she likes the inside. So now we get to squeeze it all out and Mariko gets to eat the inside while I eat the outside. Is that weird? If you guys are wondering, Mariko and I do vastly different exercises. That's why usually like we kind of do it separately. Are you asking those people where the muff is for my camera? Where's the muff for my camera? It's snowing. In my mind. It's like a horror movie. Dun-dun. Dun-dun. Look back at me, Bobo. Bobo. Dun-dun. Why are you making wimp noises, Jub? I didn't raise you to be a wimp. Okay, so I ended up going to my gym because oddly enough, I was able to get a tan appointment in for 11. Usually they're all booked up. I called around 10 and they were like, yeah, you could set up an appointment right now. And I was like, I'm not there right now. I gotta get to the gym first. So anyways, I set it up for 11, went and did my leg day, changed up a couple of my ending exercises. As I've been saying in these recent vlog videos, I've been trying to kind of change, like at the end of my workout, I use the sled. So I'm either pushing it, pulling it, or pulling a rope like tug of war, right? So in this case, I've kind of changed it up where I think on leg day, I'm gonna do the tug of rope because that's gonna be working out a different muscle group. And then on arm day, I'm gonna be pushing the 400-pound sled because on arm day, usually that's when I'm the most jacked and pumped. And then on ab day is when I'm going to just pull it like a husky dog or something, you know? Taking Jubbers for a walk is just as important as working, especially considering the fact that she's been so tense lately. And we haven't been walking her as much as she needs. A lot of it's got to do with the fact that we've been so tired, but the weather's starting to finally pick up and not be as rainy and gross. I mean, I say the weather's good, but it's still colder than it should be, especially with blah, 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 blah. A freak like me going outside in just a hoodie and a pink t-shirt like Vegeta. Well guys, I was gonna get a bunch of nice slow-mo clips of me and Jub running around, but camera battery's almost dead. Generally speaking, these batteries seem to be lasting less and less and less. Like, it's like as I use them more, or maybe as I charge them more and more, the batteries start to die a lot faster. So I may have to order some more, which would kind of suck if that was the case. Changed the battery in the camera, gave Jub a flea bath, and now she's all clean and crisp. And as soon as she's done with it, you gotta naturally dry the dog. So I took her out for another quick little run in the back. And yeah, otherwise you might hear it in the background. You know, my brother, or not my brother, my dad and his brother are actually practicing some songs and stuff because they do like open mics and things like that. And because of it, unfortunately, it means that I'm not gonna be able to live stream. I'm not gonna be able to record. So I guess I'm just gonna get to editing. That said, I'm gonna be heating up my tacos right now because I'm super duper hungry, and then I'll get to editing. It's a couple hours later, it's 8 o'clock now. I just ended up recording a whole bunch of Pixark, and it was actually a lot of fun for once. Why do I say for once? Because lately, the other episodes I recorded the other day, not only were like really, really difficult, you know, very unlucky. That's what kind of happens in that game, is you just get destroyed by everything. But on top of that, as I was editing those Pixark videos, which I have edited all of those as well, unfortunately, I noticed that there was a lot of clipping with my microphone as soon as I was yelling. So I took like a good hour to try and figure out what the issue was. I think I've narrowed it down, and I think I've been able to fix it. So I just ended up recording 2 Pixark videos. I'm not really gonna record any more than that, even though I would like to. I'm not gonna go any further than that because, of course, when my mic is clipping and stuff like that, I can only really notice it in editing, because when I'm in editing, I can actually just see the audio clip, as opposed to if I just do a quick little test recording and like yell into the mic or anything like that. Obviously, you don't really notice it because the issues are very difficult to replicate, just because my voice goes up and down as far as the volume is concerned with my commentary. Exactly as I expected had happened. We relaxed to food, watched a movie, napped on the couch, and then I got my work done. Which, as I was just telling Mariko, who is this blurry person in the background behind me, I keep on sitting here and getting worried because it's like, you know, we're sitting here like watching a movie, hanging out, and I'm thinking in the back of my head, I gotta work. I gotta edit a Pixark video. I gotta edit a Trove video. I gotta get them uploaded. I keep on thinking to myself, oh no, I'm going to be up till 4 in the morning. It's 1:18. Thank goodness I'm only doing Trove and Pixark. Seriously, it's made a huge difference, but I'm not used to it yet. Not at all. I keep on thinking that I gotta do like a whole lot of work, all crazy into the night. Look at this little hamster. Look at them. Oh no. I am Darth Scythe. Ah! Why, Jub Jub? Why? Why do you go for my eyeballs? I love you too. Stop it. What are you doing? What? Now she's playing on my stomach. What are you doing? What's happening? Seriously, what's happening? What's up, Reapers? My name's Scythe. And we're back again for another vlog. She's kissing my ear. Jub Jub, the sweetest dog in the world. Look at her tail wag. Yeah. Let's go, Jub. We gotta do stuff. So it's obviously a little bit later in the day now, guys. I've just been kind of working. I got I keep calling it Streamlabs to start working on my computer. What that is kind of, it's the same as OBS, which is the recording software that I use, but it's really, really intuitive and really, really good for live streaming. Not necessarily very good for actually doing recordings though, because I can't split all of my audio tracks when I'm recording the same as I can with OBS, which is weird that Streamlabs doesn't actually have that, because otherwise all of the same settings from OBS are carried over to it, and it's really, really intuitive and really, really good. I know I said intuitive twice because it's that intuitive, right? So I'm trying to get things set up, gonna get myself a coffee and then have some food, and then I'm going to be doing a Trove live stream. I don't know what I'm going to eat. I already had some pizza pops. Maybe I'll have some cheese or something. It was a weird noise, Jub. Really weird noise. Ooh, I just finished the live stream. It was a lot of fun, but using the whole Streamlabs instead of OBS, that's kind of what I've been experimenting with today. It's a great program, but again, it ended up messing up all of the audio, so I didn't have any game sounds playing while I was messing with it. I think I've been able to figure it out because it seems that you have to set everything up to be on the first audio track as opposed to splitting it to any of the others. It seems like Streamlabs does have the option of recording multiple audio tracks, it just isn't actually working properly. So anyways, it's 6:20 and I gotta get some editing done because I'm gonna be heading out with Mariko at 6:45. We're at the mall now, yo. I'm looking good. Mariko doesn't look good. No, you do look good. You always look good. You don't have to have a suit to match me. Can you even hear me, guys? Or you probably can't because I don't have that stupid muff that I ordered.
Where did it go?
I don't know, I didn't check yet. So here we are, going to the mall, which has Toys R Us in it. And you know what I found out today? Toys R Us is actually bankrupt.
Yeah.
Like they're already bankrupt. Why are they here then?
There's no Toys
Why?
R Us in the US.
I know, but why are they here? Why are they here? Why is there a Toys R Us right here? So we're going to be going to Costco to get some food. We're just gonna be eating at the mall.
We're gonna eat pho.
Pho, that's P-H-O. For those of you that were confused, because I was confused too, because Mariko just kept saying, I want pho, I want pho. I didn't understand what it meant.
Everybody knows what pho is.
Does everyone know what pho is? Leave a comment in the comment section down below, except I'm going to put pho into the spam filter so it gets grabbed. So this apparently is the pho that Mariko was talking about. My mom just got New York fries. My dad got some of the same, and I got the best of all, Chinese food, which looks awful in this camera, as awful as it's probably going to be in my digestive tract. Be yourself. No one is more qualified. Fortunes never usually were this lame. Like, it may as well just say, you are yourself. Back doesn't have lucky numbers either. It's just all French because we're Canadian. Look, we found Jub Jub. No, not that. This.
No.
Clearly.
But we can get this one for Jub Jub.
I think she'd like this one more.
Because
this one more. I'm more powerful. Oh, then we should just get them both.
No, I can't get this one for Jub Jub because it says for ages 3 and up.
Oh, she's not
Jub
3
Jub
years
is-
old yet, so
yes.
yeah, she can't get any of those. I feel like an adult in a toy store with money to buy any toys that I want when I couldn't as a kid. Except I'm not interested in toys anymore. Instead, I just play video games. A Jub Jub diaper?
Yeah, I don't know what.
Is it a diaper or a helmet? I think it protects you from Aquaman. It protects you from his lameness. What is that? Ocean buddies? That's kind of weird. She's not an ocean creature. My favorite part of these vlogs is when we're in a place like this and there's licensed music going on in the background, so I gotta make more cuts than usual. Woe is me, woe is me, for the darkness that I feel inside my very soul is eking to get out. This tone is not helping. Believe in unicorns! Why aren't you looking at me? You look so handsome. Here, let me try. What? I always get way too distracted whenever we end up coming to the mall or anything because, I like shopping, man. Bomb bomb. My tie obviously isn't matching, and I need to tuck in my neck thing. But otherwise, I like it, dude. I think I'm gonna get it. Even though I know people are gonna be like, oh, you're wearing all black, I see. I like all black. Like, what can I say, man? It looks really quality to me. Most of all, I'm looking for a suit that isn't going to cost me over $1,000. I didn't end up getting the suit, cause why? I could buy like an actual fitted suit for the same price that was going to be because things at the mall are overpriced. Kill me. Please kill me. Don't worry. It's not 4, 5, 6, or 7 in the morning. It's actually 1:30 in the morning, and I'm actually just wrapping up. I've been talking about this more recently in the vlogs, guys, and I kind of wanted to draw attention to it one last time just to mention that those of you that are diehard fans and just kind of know me and kind of how I am as a person probably have noticed that the stress of my life has slowly been starting to just melt away, and it's becoming a lot more obvious to me. Like, I'm still approaching my work very stressful, you know, thinking that I've got a deadline, I've got to upload, I gotta get this all ready and everything like that. But the fact that I'm only doing Trove and Pixark really, I'm really happy with making that decision, because once again, I'm sitting here thinking, oh no, I'm probably gonna have to work all night. I kind of want to work all night, but at the same time, it's like, I'm sitting here and I've already got like this Trove and Pixark video and even a vlog that I ended up editing and rendering out yesterday, and that's it. Like, I just have to upload them now just because I didn't upload them earlier, so it's gonna take maybe not even like 30 minutes to end up going through all of this and then just setting the videos up, and then I'm done. Please just go pee so I can go inside and get some food. So I finally got to sleep in, guys. Good morning, Reapers, by the way. It's 2 o'clock, 2:30, roughly around the time that I woke up, so hopefully I should be able to actually get some work done because I've been exhausted lately. Now, normally today is also going to end up being my gym day. Also, I gotta run a bunch of chores, go down to my bank, do a bunch of other things, right? But I don't know when I'm going to get to do that. I don't know how I'm going to bring you guys for that because it's just kind of more personal errands. But going to the gym, you know, obviously that's not going to be that much of a problem. I think what I'm going to end up doing is most likely going to the gym later at night unless I can end up squeezing it in before I go and start getting busy with all of the other stuff. Because the other thing too is I gotta try and get a tan at the same time at the gym, which is where things become a little bit difficult because I like to just go to the gym at whatever time is convenient for me, and tanning I gotta set up like hours in advance because everyone's a freak and is like, hey, the summer's around so I want to get a tan on, you know? But anyways, apparently there's some French onion soup, so I'm gonna have that. Come on, Bobo. There you go. Bobo. Bobo. Are you jealous, Jub? Too bad. Now there's only 3 minutes left in this SD card, so I gotta copy everything off of the camera, which is probably going to take like an hour or so. Every time! Seriously, I don't know what's wrong with this dog. Or what's right with it. I copied everything off of the SD card, you guys. Are you excited? Because that means I can actually start recording more clips. I'm gonna make a coffee because I'm oddly like, I don't know if I'm tired, I'm groggy. I don't know where my Pac-Man mug is. I think it got thrown out for no reason. Oddly enough, that happens a lot in this house. So I haven't recorded or anything. Most of all, I just took a peek at some of my emails, answered a couple phone calls because people were calling me, which doesn't happen often. And otherwise, I took a quick look online to see when the places closed today that I need to go to because it's pretty gross out right now and I don't really feel like biking down anywhere in particular. So I think I'm gonna wait until the van gets back and then I'll just try and go out and drive to these places. So I thought about doing a Pigstark live stream today and then a Trove one on Saturday, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Hello, Jub Jub. Do you gotta go? See how she raises her head and slightly tilts it? That means she's gotta go. Time for coffee and my last Cliff Bar. It's not really my last Cliff Bar. I got a bunch of these ones, but these are like white chocolate and they're really, really sugary and kind of disgusting. As opposed to this one, which is just chocolate chip and is really good. I tried reading up online whether or not a Cliff Bar was healthy. Typical of the internet, it was 50-50. There was people saying how unhealthy it was, then there was people saying why it was healthy. The internet is so useless in this day and age, man. Like with journalists and all of these idiots just trying to make a quick buck, the amount of actual useful information is very, very slim. Also, don't worry, guys. I've learned my lesson to having too much sugar in my coffee. Now I only have like a couple big scoops instead of like 5. That's good. No cuela. But it's not sweet enough. So, just gonna add one more tiny little scoop. Also, this little monster is at my feet, attacking her old man. I know it's been a while since we had a nice slow-mo Jub scene. Sorry for that, but it's been dark and gross. Yes, I could just turn on some lights, but why? All right, so the van's here, and I'm gonna go out and run some errands. I'll kind of check in with you guys from time to time, but I'm not really gonna be bringing you into the gym because then I would have to be setting up the tripod and I'm on a time limit, so I wanna get my gym done as quick as possible. If I didn't mention earlier, which I think I did, it's ab day, and I'm going to be doing the sled, either pushing or pulling. I'm not exactly sure yet. It just kind of depends how I feel. I couldn't get a hold of the gym for setting up a tanning appointment though, so I might just have to do that as something separate in the middle of the night rather than doing it with my workout. I gotta say, consistently, the ab day is always fun. I was able to crank up pretty much all of the weights, meaning that a lot of the crunches that I was doing in machines and stuff like that, I actually have at the maximum weight now, which I'm quite proud of. So it's starting to actually get some crazy results really, really fast, guys. Like, I'm actually really happy about that because usually when it comes to the gym stuff, it's a very, very slow incline. but I think most of all for me and the way that my body develops is it was a slow incline getting to this point, and now I have that base core strength that I can start pushing through my plateaus, at least with certain exercises. For the most part, a lot of them I just keep at the steady weight and I'm not worried about increasing them or anything like that. But I'm just saying that for the ab day, I think I finally found my niche. I finally found a spot where I'm very, very comfortable with it, and thus I can, you know, push myself, but not push myself so much so that I don't see any results because I'm just like killing my body, right? So anyways, I've got enough time. I'm gonna go home, hang out with Jub for a bit, maybe take her out for a walk if I have time for that, I don't know. And then otherwise, I kind of want that suit that we were looking at in the other day. Like, I don't know. So I'm asking my brother, because I want a suit in general. I don't really have any fancy good suits. So I'm asking my brother whether or not it's cheaper for me to just buy that one at the mall that we saw yesterday, or if it's cheaper to just get a custom suit, because a lot of the stuff at the mall is actually extremely overpriced, and I've never had like a custom fit suit. We're at Walmart now. We checked out some of the suits at the H&M, as well as there was that suit place that's got like custom suits. Don't really know the first thing about a custom suit, so I'm gonna have to wait till my brother can take me down there. Also, these suits from H&M, there was pretty much just one type and it was just like gross. So after this, we're gonna go back down to the mall and I'm gonna check out that suit that we checked out yesterday, see if it's something that I actually wanna commit to buying, and then we're gonna go get some food. Jub's also sitting and waiting in the van. Look how evil I look. You don't even care. I got a new wallet. Goodbye, stupid Pokemon wallet that embarrasses me every time I pull it out. And welcome, slim, normal human being wallet. There's my spicy salmon sashimi with daikon. And what'd you get?
Trashy sushi.
It looks good though. We still got more coming. Ah, so it's pretty much all the same stuff that I usually get here, but it's all in a bento box. Delicious. Hello, Jub. The food was really good. We don't have leftovers for you though, sorry. We're going home now, okay? I don't know what's going on, but it's funny. Are you making those noises? Who needs a fitted suit? I just got this one from the store. It just so happens to fit perfectly. I'm gonna change out my suit and then kind of start getting to work. Mariko's in bed now, and I'm about to start recording some Pixar. It's 5 in the morning now, and all I really did was record a couple Pixar videos. I wanted to do a bit more, but for the most part, I guess I'm not really used to being up all night anymore, so I kind of got pretty tired. That said, that was still quite a bit of recording, because even those 2 Pixar episodes, one of them was like 40 minutes and another one was like an hour, so that was still quite a bit of work, because that was around like 2 hours of just recording, not to mention all the cuts that I'm gonna have to make in those videos and stuff. Good morning, Reapers. It's 10 in the morning, so I only got like 4 or 5 hours sleep, and otherwise I'm meeting Johnny and Catherine at the gym. I'm back from the gym. It was a good workout. I gotta go back there for 1 o'clock. It's almost 12 now, but I'm not gonna have a vehicle, so I got a bike there. Also, for my fancy suit, my pants just ripped, which I knew would happen because even though they charge like a lot for this, obviously it's very cheaply made because I bought it in the mall, which means that I need to visit the store at one point and replace the pants, because there is no way that I'm going to have paid for pants that rip the next day. It's not because they're the wrong size or anything either, they just ripped when I bent down. So I'm just getting some editing done because it's gonna be too noisy today for me to end up getting some recording and anything like that. It's, what is it? Almost 1 o'clock, it's like 12:40. So I'm going to try and get this video as far along as possible before I gotta head out and get my tan on. Now the thing that's really, really annoying about tanning is every single time I go in there, I'm like putting on all the tanning lotion and then the tanning bed turns on. It turns on in like less than 5 minutes. I don't know why. They're sitting there behind the counter like, hey, let's turn it on at the most inconvenient time. So it's like, they're expecting me to put like tanning lotion all over my entire body from head to toe in like 1 minute. My point being, I've tried getting there early so that I have the extra time to apply the lotion, and they still just turn the tanning bed on earlier. Either way, the fact that I only have like 20 minutes means that I should probably just go. I'm going to do that right now, and then we'll probably end up editing more and then maybe taking Jub for a little bit of an adventure, but I got a lot of editing to catch up on today, most of all with vlogs and stuff like that, and then I want to record some Trove, and otherwise if I end up getting to the gym too early, hey, why not do a little bit of an extra workout? 10 was good. I think it's starting to work. This time I put considerably less lotion than I normally do, because normally I just like use all of it, right, to protect my fair white skin. But I mean, either I'm like super tan right now or the camera's just doing weird lighting tricks, I don't know. I'm out walking with Jub and probably going to go for a bit of a jog with her. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, Jub Jub. Jub Jub. Good girl. Good girl. Jub Jub loves the sand, man. What can I say? Take your dog to the beach if you haven't. They go nuts. I think for the same reason that I would go nuts if I was barefoot in the sand. You just have so much traction, you want to run as fast as you can. But this sand's kind of gross, so I'd rather do it at a normal beach. It's been quite the run, guys. Pretty much I'm just doing the same as I usually do, where I run, I brake, I run, I brake, so on and so forth, but I'm trying to, it's all muddy here. I'm trying to take more seriously the fact that later this month, Mariko and I are gonna be participating in that 10K run. So generally I just figured that so long as it's a gym day or even just a normal day, getting in even 1 mile of running is going to end up being that much more helpful for when we do the 10K. The point being, even a little bit is better than nothing, because like Mariko said, like we already ended up doing a 10K without being completely trained at all, and we did that in an hour. So we can do it, as she keeps reassuring me. Like, it's like, I don't need to worry too much about training because we already know that we can do it. It's just, I want it to be at least a little bit easier, you know? Jub is completely exhausted after our run. Good job, Jub. Good. You're so sweet. Like, look at this. She never gets to sleep naked. Like, ever, because the fleas always go crazy, and having clothes kind of protects her and also calms her down a bit. But now she's like so tired, she doesn't even care. So I just had a quick rinse to get all that sweat off of me. I also did a quick little read up about all of the myths about like, should you shower after tanning and stuff? And pretty much it just seems like it's a bunch of garbage. Like, you can shower pretty much at any time. So anyways, what I gotta do next is I gotta shave my face so I don't look like a hobo. And then I'm just waiting for when my mom gets back with the van, because she's gone shopping. And when she gets back, I need to go to the mall and get my pants exchanged because of the big dumb hole that they have inside them, which sucks because I wanted to be walking around in a suit today, man. In the meantime, I've just been editing some vlogs and stuff. Bum, 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 bum. The van's back, so we're headed to the mall now, guys. I'm also wearing this other suit of mine, which I got from the same store, because they actually have a really good looking jacket, and I want to see whether or not it's going to end up fitting with this apparel. So I wasn't able to exchange the pants. Apparently, once you wear them, you can't actually like return them or exchange them or anything, which is weird, but free of charge, they're going to end up fixing them. I also did end up getting another jacket, the one that I mentioned that would end up going with this outfit. Can't show you guys right now. Maybe I'll show you later today. And by later, I mean right now. Kind of, anyways. You can see how it just goes with the overall look. So I really like it. I think it's cool. I was supposed to be picking up Mariko around 6. It's only 4:45 right now. So I guess I'm gonna go back and start getting some more editing done, because otherwise the baby shower is only done at like 6, and then it only takes me like 15 minutes to get there. So what would I do? drive there and then just sit there for an hour? I don't think so. As I just got back, Mariko texted me saying that she can leave at any time. So I'm going to go and pick her up, and I guess I'm gonna take this Sweetums with us. Jub and I are now waiting for Mariko. Well, the VR game looks exciting, but here's the reality.
Ah!
We've just been hanging out at home, playing VR games. So to end this vlog, I got super duper tired and I went to bed. This is now the next day, so I'm gonna start the next vlog now, okay guys? Sayonara and stay epic.
Bye bye!